Yes people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the Bridge 258, here to do the Chelsea versus Luton preview. Here we go. So, in my opinion, this Luton versus Chelsea preview is as simple as goals, goals, goals. Very simple like that for me. In my opinion, this is a game that we should be winning no matter what. There is no excuses, in my opinion, that we should not be winning this game. Unless, I'm going to say, unless there's some, even if we get a red card, no excuses. This is a game that we should be winning. This is a game that we must win. And this is a game that we need to be getting our first 3 points on the board. You know, this is Luton Town. They have not been doing great. Brighton have put them to the sword. They weren't they weren't able to play the game against Burnley because of the fact the stadium was still going under construction for the Premier League staff. So at the end of the day, man, we have got to have full focus on Luton and make sure we crash on them at home. Simple as that. And for me, you know, I will go on to the formations that I believe in, man, that are going to be played. But even that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, man, we need goals. For me, if I'm looking at Jackson hasn't scored in the last 2 games. This is the perfect opportunity for him to start his bank account in the Premier League with a nice little goal against Luton Town, in my opinion. You know, you've got Sterling. Could be a good place for him to start getting some goals into his bank account. I think for me, Gallagher or Enzo, you know, one of those two, you know, if they play a bit more advanced, good chance for them to get a goal in there. Chilwell probably, you know, we know that he's very good going forward and he's got a very good shot on him usually. Good chance for him to get a goal in there at the end of the day. Maybe even if our defenders want to open some bank accounts, whether it be a Thiago Silva, whether it be a Levi Cole, a good chance again to be getting some goals in here going into this game. Again, you know, for me, when it comes down to it, Luton Town has to be a must-win. You know, the players they have, everything they have, they don't have that quality that we do. And you know, I think for Chelsea as well, the fact that we've not won in a long time, considering the situation last season and what's happened at home, I think we haven't won, if I'm not mistaken, at Stamford Bridge in the last 6 months. So we need to set that straight away. Anyway, at the end of the day, we have to set that straight. So let's get the win on the board first things foremost. And, you know, again, you know, speaking on, you know, what I want to be seeing, I want to see a lot more attacking football, in my opinion. I personally want to be seeing a 4-3-3, in my opinion. Obviously, this is what I've put literally the guys on here. This is my formation that I've chosen, which you can see, 4-3-3. I've gone, obviously, with Sanchez in goal, Chilwell and Gusto as your fullbacks, Disasi and Levi Cole in the 2, because in my opinion, I don't think Thiago Silva necessarily works in a back 4 as of this current time, and it's the reason why I've always believed that we've been playing this new formation is to also accommodate him and Chilwell, which I'll go on and continue on further. But that's my back 4, a back 3 of like a middle 3 of now Caicedo, Enzo, and then Gallagher as your 2 8s. At the end of the day, I think that would work perfectly. And then, you know, as a strike force, personally, I would say Jackson, obviously, he's a striker. Sterling, continue to play him on the right. And then on the left, I would say play Ian Maatsen. You know, we've seen what he can do in pre-season. You know, I'm not sure why he's not playing. But, you know, listen, Mudrik's injured. And to be honest, personally, for me, he's not ready to start yet. But I think, you know, let's give Ian Maatsen a chance here. Let's see what he can do. We've seen that he's been playing really well in pre-season. And that, you know, Poch has been using him quite a lot in pre-season. So, you know, I think this is a chance now for, you know, to bring in Ian Maatsen into the squad. You know, let him play that position quite well and do a job there for me. That would be ideally what I would want to see that as a formation. I think, you know, that works also with the current conditions that we have right now. You know, honestly, you know, at the end of the day, that is a much more malleable, usable formation. We know that Lavia is still going through his conditioning and training, as I said to you guys before. Until Lavia probably comes back, you know, you're probably looking at Gallagher still being played rather than Caicedo in that 8 role, in my opinion. But, you know, it's a wait and see approach. But that's the formation I would like. However, you know, when listening to his press conferences and listen to some of the comments made, you know, Poch has been sort of saying that, you know, you can play Gallagher maybe in the 10, you can maybe play Enzo in the 10, and that is why, in my opinion, with a heavy heart, I do believe the same formation will be played. As you can see, that's the same formation as last time. You still got Chua as your left winger, in hyphen, right winger Sterling, Jackson, and I believe he'll probably put, in my opinion, Gallagher there. Or he might put Maatsen there, so you never know. But we'll see who we have there. But I think, in my opinion, you're probably going to have Gallagher there. Then you're going to have Enzo. And then you're going to have Caicedo as your 2 holding guys, essentially. Then you have, of course, Levi Cole as your left back. Thiago Silva, Disasi, Gusto Sanchez. And I know many people don't like this formation, but I think this is probably what we're going for. I think if you're looking at it from a manager's point of view, you can make the argument, look, we've been making a lot of chances. It's just about making sure we finish. And at Luton Town, we go there with the aim of the game at Stamford Bridge to be finishing this team, scoring goals. And it will only, if he does this against Luton Town, it will only strengthen his ideal, essentially, in my opinion, of playing this formation. So we've got to accept reality here at the end of the day as well. I think the other thing that you can probably make the argument of, is that, and I've seen this before, is that maybe why don't we play Sterling on the left and bring on Madueke? The reality of the situation is Madueke is very rusty. We saw that against West Ham. He's only come back. You're more likely to see Madueke play against AFC Wimbledon, where he can get some good strong minutes into his body before we even start seeing Sterling maybe play left wing and then Madueke on the right wing. But even then, you've got the situation of listen, Sterling's been playing very well again, in my opinion, on that left. Why are we going to change that situation for him? At the end of the day, you want to be playing your best players in their best positions at the end of the day. So simple as that when it comes down to it for me. So again, you can see my formation over there. That's probably what's going to be happening. In regards to, who I think the danger man for Luton Town is going to be, I'm not too sure, to be honest. Again, watching Luton Town against Brighton, bro, they were just getting cooked left, right, and centre. And the fact now we've got Caicedo will probably be back to full fitness and full and everything, and an Enzo midfield, they ain't beating us, man. I'll be real. We're gonna be. I think we're gonna be controlling a lot of the game. They're gonna be playing a low block football against us. So it's just about us breaking that low block and then find the gaps that we need to create those chances, which we have been doing very well. Particularly against West Ham, we did that in the first half really well. Find those spaces where we can go and create those chances, and just now it's all about finishing our chances. Again, you've seen you've seen in my highlights, seen my thumbnail. Literally, it is quite literally just finishing our chances. And I look at my boy Jackson, as I said previously. This is a chance for you to open your kitty, man. Open your kitty. Pretty much simple as that. And I think that's pretty much all of the review section for me, preview section I should say, for me when it comes down to the game against Luton Town. My prediction for this is literally 3-0. It has to be 3-0. It's not even prediction. It must be 3-0. You must score at least 3 goals in my opinion. If Brighton can score 4-1 against these man, we ourselves need to get some confidence. Sterling needs to go. Jackson needs to go. Someone else can need to go too in that midfield area too. So we need to be building confidence. We need to be being able to, yes, we can finish our chances now. Luton Town's the perfect place. So in my opinion, my prediction will be 3-0 Chelsea Football Club against Luton Town at home at Stamford Bridge. And guys, just to also know, you will always have to watch along with yourself truly 1 hour before the game. We'll look at the obviously the squad list, who we have, who's playing for us, little preview, then before we go and get the nice little commentary by yourself truly, who's better than the Sky ones, that's for sure. But just quickly, before we finish off this preview, of course, I'm going to quickly discuss some of the transfer news. So, in regards to Romelu Lukaku possibly coming back into the squad, that was reported by Demasia that Pochettino may consider obviously reintegrating him into the squad. And Nizar Cancelo said Pochettino hasn't ruled out Lukaku coming back into the squad either. Fabrizio obviously said that that's not the case. Pochettino's come out to say that's not the case either. But I'm going to be straight and honest with you guys. If I see Romelu Lukaku in this squad, it's not it, man. At the end of the day, man, Romelu Lukaku, man, his behaviour, bro, is not good, man. And we've got a new squad, new bright squad. We've seen the way that his behaviour is not great, and that's the thing. We've obviously had previous history with him. Making an interview in regards to Inter Milan, saying, "Oh, listen, I would love to come back for you guys, etc., etc., etc." And listen, man, it's not hit. It's not right at the end of the day, and we can't have Romelu Lukaku, man. Listen, in my opinion, if you cannot even sell him or even loan him out, send him to the under-21s, let him play the games here, just like we did to Danny Drinkwater, and let him ruin himself. Simple as that, in my opinion. And when it comes down to Romelu Lukaku, he's not it, man. Sometimes, bro, just because someone has footballing ability, doesn't mean we just have to let them in. We have to also consider what their behaviour is like, their attitude is like. And for me, when it comes to Romelu Lukaku, those two things are massive L's when it comes to him. And that's why, honestly, for me, I would not accept him into the squad in any case or anything at all, considering how young the squad is and how harmonious the squad has been looking under Pochettino too. Pochettino spoke a bit about this, that he wants an attacker with Premier experience. He keeps on talking that we're looking for attacker in the market. Now, who that will be, we don't know. Chelsea are probably actively looking for them in particular. I personally, I've already made my points clear. I do believe it will probably be Bradley Barcola that we try to force to bring in. he also made a note to say that, you know, we want to be able to bring back in Chukwuemeka and Nkuku. And I think for me, if you bring in such a versatile player like Barcola, who can play across the line, that is a more advantageous thing. And that's probably what the club are going for. They're looking for versatility at the end of the day. And Barcola fits that. And he's a top player who can develop even further in any of these positions that you need him to be. So that's the guy that I would be thinking about, and who I do believe that the club will again be looking at in regards to the market. Whether or not we get in a striker, I'm not sure, but I do believe probably we will be definitely getting in one more signing. And in regards to the goalkeeper, we know apparently he's having his medical today, as well, Petrovic. And as I said to you guys before, we'll probably be seeing him in the AFC Wimbledon game alongside Madueke, alongside Lavia, in my opinion. Gusto may not play actually in that game. I don't think so. No, sorry. Crystal probably won't be playing that game, but that's pretty much it. And I think that's the video, guys. Please make sure again to like, share, subscribe on the YouTube channel. And listen, man, you'll catch me again tomorrow, Chelsea versus Luton, 7 p.m. with your host with the most here. Live watch along. We'll discuss everything as I've always told you guys before. You know, looking at the lineups, discuss the lineups and everything. Make sure everyone's all nice, Gucci, and we can have a last little laugh here. And guys, man, we're here to enjoy ourselves at the end of the day, and hopefully Chelsea bring us enjoyment. And I'll say this just before we finish this video: Chelsea, if you lose against Luton, we can't do that. We cannot lose against Luton Town. I don't know how to make that more clearer. A loss against Luton Town is absolutely a major failure. We cannot do that. Simple as that. That's the video, guys, and as always, stay blue.